Today in the cryptocurrency news, it has been a hard weekend with Bitcoin diving as low as $6,500. It has now stabilized back over $7,000. We will explore the few reasons that could explain this crash. Also, Binance is planning on suing The Block over fake news. Google search for Bitcoin are spiking while Bitcoin price is at its lowest in the last 6 months. And a few more stories. Let's dive right in. Hello everyone, welcome to Trading TV. My name is Mark, I'm your host, and today on Cointelegraph we learned that Binance CEO is planning on suing The Block over fake news. So hopefully you saw that passing in the news, but last week The Block did an article saying that the Shanghai offices of Binance got raided by the police and sent all the employees home. Quickly, Binance refuted those allegations as false reporting. At first, Changpeng Zhao, known as CZ, the CEO of Binance, was asking for apology from the Block editor. But instead, they post another article defending their stance. It seems to have infuriated CZ, who then posted on Twitter, "We will be suing them." He added, and I quote, "Instead of apologizing to the community for the fake headline news of a non-existent police raid, which damaged our reputations and Bitcoin price, The Block now try to argue if there was an office. If CZ had a meeting, who cares? Own up and apologize for your mistake." So we will see if Binance actually sued The Block over that fake news. But CZ added on Twitter that he planned on starting a fund to fight fear, uncertainty, and doubt, what we call FUD, on the crypto community. Some traders see this as a great way to filter fake news, but others see this as a way to control bad press for their own investment. Remaining on Cointelegraph, we learned that currently the search for Bitcoins on Google are spiking, while Bitcoin price is at its lowest in the last 6 months. The 5 biggest countries that search for Bitcoins on Google are currently Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Austria, and Switzerland. Another term that's very popular currently on Google search is Bitcoin halving. That should happen in 6 months, in May. Obviously, big swing in price, big volatility movement bring a lot of news coverage, and this then bring a lot of attention from everyone around the world. So when the president of China announced that China need to invest a lot more in Bitcoins and blockchain, and the price then went up 30% in a day, then a few weeks later the price dropped to new low in 6 months, definitely bring a lot of news to talk about Bitcoins, and then a lot of people open their eyes again on Bitcoins. Moving on to ccn.com, they have a great article about Bitcoin Futures and their implication with the latest Bitcoin crash. So we learned from their article that on the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, especially for the Bitcoin futures, last week there was a lot more shorts than long on the Bitcoin price. It was especially people removing their long positions in fears of much lower price, and the effect of having that many shorts versus long on the Bitcoin's derivative market seems to have dragged the price to new recent low. On Cointelegraph, we learned that a new Bitcoin Core software update has been released yesterday. This update will make Bench32 the default addresses for transactions. This will be the 19th update of the 11th years of Bitcoins. There's also a few minor changes to the Bench32 format, especially not making any distinctions between lowercase and capital letters in formatting address, to reduce the amount of human error. This is a great news. There's also a few changes to improve the interoperability of SegWit. Let me remind you that if you're using wallets that are compatible with SegWit, you're paying much lower transactions fee. So a very good thing. Moving back to ccn.com, they had a great piece of article explaining 3 fundamental reasons why the Bitcoin price is crashing. So their first reason was the point that I touched earlier, the fact that a lot of traders were shorting last week. So on many derivative markets like the CME, there was a lot more short on the markets than there were long. So big traders were putting a lot of sell pressure on the market for lower price. Their second point was that miners keep on selling their Bitcoin. So the halving still didn't occur. The halving will happen in a bit more than 6 months from now in May. Every day there's 1,800 new Bitcoins that are created and that miners sells on the market. That creates a lot of selling pressure, and if there's not enough buying pressures to counterbalance that, the price will just keep on going lower and lower. Since miners need to sell their Bitcoins to pay their electricity costs, their staff, and their operation costs, there will always be new Bitcoins that will be released on the market, lowering the price to new low if there is not enough buyer to buy all of these Bitcoins. The third point is the idea that big traders are potentially taking their loss on bad trade that they did this year by selling Bitcoin at a loss, and this way being able to report a loss of capital on their taxes and paying less tax this way. Moving back to Cointelegraph, we learned that Thailand is looking into changing their cryptocurrency law to make it more competitive. So apparently the Security and Exchange Commission of Thailand want to reconsider their crypto policy for 2020. Their last policy didn't seem to have worked that well since only 5 companies has completed certifications and only 2 of them has launched product. Thailand has created a certification and licensing scheme to control cryptocurrency businesses. So definitely making process and license way easier to acquire could open their door for way more investment and startup in the blockchain technologies. So now let's move to our cryptocurrency price update. We have today Bitcoin at $7,158, a drop of 0.83% during the last 24 hours. Ethereum is at $147, a drop of 1.05%. Ripple is at 22 cents, a drop of 4.62%. Bitcoin Cash is at $211, a drop of 0.23%. Litecoin is at $46, a drop of 1.11%. Binance Coin is at 15.42 cents, a drop of 2.29%. EOS is at $2.54, a drop of 2.26%. Stellar Lumens is at 5 cents, a drop of 0.38%. Tron is at 1 cent, a drop of 0.38%. Cardano is at 3 cents, a drop of 1.11%. Monero is at $50.77, a drop of 1.08%. Chainlink is at $2.26, a drop of 2.48%. Moving on to a new segment of this video, my favorite memes. So first on cryptocurrency memes subreddit. I like guys who take big risk. Me buying every dips. And on Bitcoin memes subreddit, during a moment of deep reflections, 1 pounder. Is there a fiat Twitter where they're all excited about how well quantitative easing will work out for the fiat holder? Thank you very much to have watched this video till the end. If you like this video, please smash the like button. Also, if you have any question, leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more of these videos. Thank you very much and have a great week.